Thanks again for tuning back into the channel. In this week's video, we are going to be looking at the PostPro panel. Because of the type of imagery I do, I use quite a few plugins or panels. And some of them do a multitude of different things. Some of them are focused on just a few areas. Others do one job and do it very, very well, exceedingly well in fact. The PostPro panel, however, does everything. I am going to be upfront, however, and say it's not the most inexpensive panel. The launch price is $249. But considering what the panel actually does, and I still haven't got to the bottom of everything it can do, it's so efficiently time-saving, it's unreal. So this video is not going to be so much of a review. I'll do a review of it on F-stoppers. I'm just going to show you some of the things that it's done for me so far, and this is only some of them. One of the first things that immediately struck me about PostPro Panel is, although it looks convoluted, it's actually focused on efficiency. It has a collection of well-organised tools that can be easily incorporated into your editing, your existing editing workflow. You're no longer sifting through endless menus or getting lost in a labyrinth of features that can be Photoshop. The panel itself tries to keep things clean and intuitive and to allow you to focus on your editing, and it does that very, very well. Although I've sped up this edit, you can actually see how quickly it evens out skin tones, removes blemishes, and takes down the highlights of an image just to where you want it to be. When you're using the brushes, there's a fantastic fade tool that allows you to apply your brush and then just fade it down directly afterwards, just to the point where you feel it suits the image best. It's very intuitive. It has tons of features when it comes to portrait editing, and it's one of the quickest ways I've found so far for editing entire portraits. When it comes to portrait editing, the PostPro panel offers a treasure trove, is the best way of saying it, of time-saving portrait presets. And these presets are designed to enhance facial features, smooth skin tones, and add a touch of professional polish to your portraits. So whether you're dealing with hard lighting or blemishes, these presets provide a solid foundation for the beginner and more experienced editor. It's massive time saving for the professional editor. It also comes with a whole host of retouching brushes, and more than you actually see on the panel itself. If you get into brushes, you'll notice the drop down menu, and you have all these brushes in here that you can use and utilize for your edits, and they work brilliantly. There's everything there that so far I've needed and so far that I've used for a lot of my edits. And there's some interesting ones as well. Perhaps I'll use, perhaps I won't, but at least they're there if I need them. And that as well is a good thing, because it allows you to look at your edits and go, well, if I just add this, or perhaps I could add this. So far, except for the portrait editing features and high-end retouching tools, the colour grading has been my most, how will we say, time-consuming part of the panel. And that's not in a bad way. That's because there is so much choice when it comes to colour grading. PostPro Panel takes you into the camera raw filters and then provides all the tools that you need to become a decent colorist. A full set, comprehensive set of colour grading tools and presets allow you to create colour tones and moods in your photos that perhaps you wouldn't have already thought of or even considered. It actually encouraged more ideas when I was editing and using the panel and in the colour grading section of it. It actually encouraged so many new ideas in how to edit images, which may sound strange, but once you get into the panel, you see the array of choices that you have, and then you go, oh, if I just edit it this way, I can then add this to it. So, is the panel for you? Well, that honestly depends on your individual needs and budget. If you're a professional photographer who edits on a daily basis, then the panel's advanced features could be a valuable asset to your workflow. But even the hobbyist photographer can benefit from the plugin's time-saving tools. To be honest, I didn't know I actually needed this until I tried it. And then I just found how simple and quick, how efficiently it sped up my workflow. Even with this review, if you want to call it that, I still haven't dived in and shown you any of the features that it can do for landscape photography, for nighttime photography. There is a ton of features built into this one panel. The launch price of the entire PostPro Panel suite is $249, but they have kindly offered a 25% discount to viewers of this channel if you want to check it out for yourself. Hopefully that lets you see just a small part of what the panel can do. Now, I think I've only scratched the surface on what it can do, and it just depends on your workflow. It's got so many features, and I never even showed you the luminosity masking. It does luminosity masking as well. There's so many features, and who would I say it's aimed at? I would definitely say it's aimed at the professional photographer or professional editor, retoucher. That's a definite, and that's one of the things that I'm saying that is because of the price. I hope you did get something from it, because I think to show you everything that it could do, or everything that even I've discovered it can do, the video would be over an hour long. So I hope you got something from it, and hopefully you'll go and check it out. You may find that, as in my case, it's something I didn't know I needed. Thanks again, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.